Hello, my beautiful people. Hi, guys. Hope you're doing well wherever you are. It's another week, guys. Another beautiful Thursday that I come back here every week to just share with you my daily to day life and what I'm doing with my life. Well, guys, thank you so much for always coming back to watch my videos. If you are new here and you're joining the family, please do not forget to hit that subscribe button, leave a comment, and let me just know what you think about my videos. If you are a returning subscriber, part of the family, thank you so much. I don't take you for granted. I appreciate you and I bless God because of you. Well, guys, today it's another Thursday, and I just thought it's a day I just want to share with you my shopping and how I manage this tiny kitchen. As you all know, guys, for me, the kitchen is the best place in my house. And since I'm building my new home, I'm doing a spacious kitchen. But before I go there, let me share with you how I've been managing this tiny kitchen of mine. It is tiny, but it's beautiful, it's amazing, and it's been serving me for the past 2.5 years. And I appreciate God for giving me opportunity to share this tiny kitchen with you guys. So come with me right now. Let's just learn how we can manage this tiny kitchen. If you're here, please go to the comment section. If you're managing a small, tiny kitchen like mine, please leave a comment. Let me know how you manage your small kitchen. If you live in those palaces and you're sharing those big kitchen like the one I'm building right now, please, I need ideas. Guys, I need ideas. Don't worry about this hat of mine that I got. I've fallen in love with it and I think I'm always wearing it nowadays. It's almost becoming a brand. Don't worry about it. Leave a comment. Let me just know when I'm sharing a video of the space I'm building right now for my kitchen. Please give me ideas. I need ideas. The modern ideas of the top, the sink, the taps, the cabinets, because those are the things in a short while we are going to be sharing for my new house. So yeah, guys, join me. Let's go for shopping. Let me just share with you this tiny kitchen of mine. Come with me, guys. Hey there, friends. Today I'm excited to share with you my weekly and monthly shopping routine and the reasons behind it. I live a bit very far from the market and I've found ways to make my trips efficient and worthwhile. Plus, Being over 50 years, I'm all about those healthy eating habits. One of my favorite things to do is prepare a special flour for my ugali. I take cassava, maize, and millet, mix them all together, and then take them for a grind. This isn't just any ugali, guys. It is just not any ugali flour. Folks, it's a special blend that's not only cheaper but also packed with nutrients. But it doesn't stop there. Once I've got my flour, I store them in these nifty containers, just the way you see I'm doing it. They are perfect for managing space and keeping my flour safe from dust and any and ready for consumption. Now, guys, if you're looking to optimize your own shopping and meal prep routine, I've got a few tips for you. First up meal planning. Planning your meals for a week or even a month can help you figure out exactly what you need, saving you money and reducing waste. Next, consider bulk shopping. If there are items you use frequently, buying them in bulk can save you money and cut down on those shopping trips. Don't forget about seasonal produce. Incorporating seasonal fruits and veggies into your meals can be cheaper and fresher than out of season options. This is what I do, guys, ever since I moved to these semi urban areas. So I'll take you through the small shopping I've done, starting with this flour. Let's do this, guys, and let's just learn from each other, learn a few tips on meal planning, bulk shopping, seasonal produce, and preservation techniques. I store them on this scared corner of my kitchen because, as you all know, I have a tiny kitchen. If I don't manage it well, then it will not be enough for me. I've got a list of essentials that I pick up every week to keep my kitchen stocked and my meals delicious and nutritious. First up, we've got tomatoes and onions. These are my kitchen staples. Without them, definitely I won't be able to cook. Because I have a tiny kitchen, I usually use these baskets to store them, especially my onions, garlic, ginger, etc. etc. They are the best for so many dishes, adding that necessary punch of flavor. Plus, they are packed with vitamins and antioxidants, so they are a win win for taste and health. I always go for these tomatoes because they are cheaper at the market. So when I bring them home, what I do is first I store the onions on this yellow basket so that they don't get spoiled faster. When I am done, I usually wash my tomatoes. Then after washing them, I store them on these small paper bags and refrigerate them. Next on my list are vegetables. I love to mix it up each week depending on what's in season, from leafy greens to crunchy bell peppers. The variety keeps my meals exciting and colorful. Remember, the more colors on your plate, the more nutrients you are getting. Then I grab some milk. It's a great source of calcium and protein, perfect for my morning cereal or creamy cup of tea. Bread is another must have for me, whether it's for a quick sandwich at lunch or a slice of toast with my breakfast. It's a versatile staple that I can't do without. And last but certainly not least, fruits. Just like with my veggies, I try to choose seasonal fruits. They are fresher, tastier, and packed with all the good stuff our bodies need. Like right now, there are so many oranges and bananas, and that's exactly what I go for. So there you have it, folks. That's my weekly shopping list. It keeps my meals varied, my body nourished, and my taste buds happy. Remember, everyone's list will look different depending on their dietary needs and preferences. The key is to find what works for you and stick with it. Well, guys, this has been my kitchen for the past 2 years, and I felt that it will just be good enough to share with you how I've been managing this tiny kitchen. Well, guys, this has been my worktop and also a place sometimes I can have my meals. This is my worktop. This is where when I'm doing maybe my greens, I'm cutting meat, or I'm doing any preparations. This has been the place for me to do all my preparations. When you have a tiny place, you have to look for ways of how to manage it. Because if you don't manage it well, then it can be a place where you can just end up having a lot of stress, disaster. Because a tiny kitchen needs management. So I thought that this corner will be good enough for me to store drinking water, because actually, like I've been telling you, that this place has a problem with water. There's a very big problem with water, and I always have to go and buy drinking water. So this corner is for drinking water. I even put glasses here, like if, for example, if I have visitors, they can actually have water there. Then, guys, after having this space that I've just told you that it's a place that I use, it's like my workplace, cleaning, washing, cutting, preparations of food, and sometimes I even use it like for serving food, like for example, when I have visitors or my kids are around. Then we have this corner here. This is where my blender is. I put my thermos there. And this is also a storage place where I put fresh things like onions, ginger, and the garlic. The reason why I use this place is because this place is next to the window. There's a lot of fresh air that comes in. Apart from that, you all know this place is dusty because we are next just to the road here, and the road is not tarmac. So you can imagine when those lorries are passing, all the dust come through here. So it's not been an amazing place, but because it's not my place, I appreciate where God has put me right now. So yeah, like I was saying, this is where I store my onions, and this is where I store my fruits because they remain fresh at least for a week, and I love it the way I just keep them here. This is also a place where I keep my blender. This is where I keep my blender, and even when I want to do any blending preparations, I always come and use this corner because there's a switch here. So this is the place I come and do my blending. This is where I store this. It's a very dusty because this place, it's been hell when it comes to dust. I am praying to God I move to my house because it's always very hectic. So when we come to this corner, guys, this is where I wash my dishes. Like right now, I had visitors. I've not washed the dishes, but I had to do this video because these videos, you actually do them when the psych comes. The moment you just feel like, let me do it, you do it. So today I was just like, let me do this video. And yeah, I've done it. So this is where I wash my dishes. Then I actually dry them here. So I wash the dishes here. There's no water, guys. So this tap is actually completely dry. So that's why you see me with too many mtungis, too many storage mtungis. And then when I go to collect fresh water, it's always hectic because I use the car and the mtungis come with all the dirt. But what do we do? This is our life right now, and we just have to enjoy it and just live according to the purpose of God right now. Knowing very well that ahead there, God is working out miracle for us. So yeah, so this is where I wash my dishes. So I usually collect water on the basins. I always collect water like on these basins, and then I use the worktop just like I was telling you. I use the worktop to wash all the dishes, and when I'm done, I actually come and store them here. Then I picked this container that I keep my knives. I keep my knives, my spoons. This is where I keep them, like after washing. This is where I store them. Then because this place there's a socket here, I decided like this is where I keep this thermos. This thermos is always for keeping warm water for drinking, keeping healthy and making sure the screen looks nice. I love drinking warm water. And then this is where I boil my water. This is where I boil my water because I boil water for drinking. I boil water for bathing. I boil water when I'm cooking. So this is where I keep them permanently here. Then just next to it, our tiny kitchen. You have to manage your tiny kitchen. Because if you don't manage it well, it won't be enough for you. So this is where I store my food stuff, like the unperishable food stuff like sugar. I put spices on this container. This is I put those spices that have not been grinded. This is where I put the powder spices, and then this is where I put my cereals. Like if I have beans, like this one, I've left this beans outside because I'm actually gonna cook it. So I just left it outside here. So the cereals like rice and the beans, I store them inside there. This place is very dusty. It's dusty that you can do cleaning in the morning, and in the evening it's like you did nothing. So because for me, life after 50, there's no way I go to buy flour from the shops. So my corn flour, I buy maize, and I just go to I leave a comment, let me know. Mali tunaenda kusaga. I leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know where you go um to saga your unga. So me, I just take them and it's done for me. So when it comes, I store them in this container because there's a way I want them. So I store them here. They can stay even for a whole month. Yeah, me just cooking bit by bit because there's no much to cook. The kids left. The kids went to their homes. And then this is where I've kept this machine for boiling eggs because I love taking eggs in the morning to take care of my weight and to keep me not hungry the whole day. So this is where I store it because there's another socket here that I use for it. Then guys, this is where I keep my oil, and then this is the spices corner. So this is where I put my salt, my spices, anything to do with spice, drinking chocolate, anything. This is where I store. And then you have a worktop here where after cooking, maybe you can put the food here. When you're serving, you can put the food here. And then guys, we have that corner. That corner is where my cooker is when I want to grill, when I want to cook food, tea, whatever. That's the corner for the cooker. And then down there is where I store the gas cylinder. Then you come with me, guys. That's the corner where I put my fridge. That's where I put cold stuff, things to freeze, food that I want to keep for longer, meat, whatever. I freeze there because my fridge, like you can see down the whole of it is a freezer. Then up there now is the fridge for just cooling things like tomatoes. If I have fruits that I want to take when it is cold, like I did with the oranges, tomatoes. You saw me packing the tomatoes. It's because when you pack tomatoes like that, they actually stay longer. Yeah. Then up there, that's where I usually keep my eggs because the kitchen is tiny and eggs are a little bit delicate. So if you don't keep them in the right place, they might end up breaking. So I use the top of the fridge to store my eggs and bread. So whenever I bring bread, I actually put them up there for later use. Yeah. So that's actually how I manage the top. So we'll go to the down part so that I actually take you through how I manage the down part of the kitchen. Yeah, so guys, there's no way I will be in this house without this. This is a smaller mako. It's very important to have a smaller mako in the house because it actually helps with cooking food that you want to go faster or it's gonna take a little bit longer. I usually use this. So yeah, so you can see that I just brought water. So this is cooking water that I go to buy. I go to buy from outside.